I was wrong on the wrong site. I was live on the wrong site. I can't talk. It's been a long day already, and it's very like, do this thing and then only have a little bit of time before I get interrupted to go do another thing. Thankfully, I didn't get too far streaming on the other site. But, okay. Continue. I really want to play Silent Hill F after we finish this chapter, because I think we could use a little gear shift from Higurashi. Me, my roommate, and my boyfriend have been playing it, and it's really fucking fun. So I need to get started on playing it here. Keiichi? Just leave him alone. His friends went missing. It must be really hard for him. Normally my dad never shows me any consideration, but this time he did. Shouldn't Keiichi stay home from school for a while too? I think it would be safer not to go until the police do something about this. Maybe, compared to what could happen, taking a few days off wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyway, how is it logical not to close school during such a dangerous situation? What do those teachers think our children are? What do they think they are? Fodder for something? By the way, I saw Weapons recently. Really good. Did not expect it to go the direction that it did. And I wasn't sure if it was all gonna line up. I didn't realize it was one of those, this person's perspective, this person's perspective, this person's perspective, all surrounding, Jesus, a few days. Yeah, I did not expect it to be, spoiler alert, witchcraft. I thought it was gonna be like alien abductions or like government experiments kind of thing, which kind of sounds like something else. I don't know. I really liked the movie Mom and Dad, so I was kind of hoping some like weird sci-fi, or I was expecting that. Normally when shit goes witchcraft, I don't like it, but Hereditary is one of those outliers for me. But yeah. Mom and Dad were getting pretty riled up, but at this point I couldn't care less. Besides, that wasn't the only thing I couldn't care less about. We're gonna try and speed through this if we can. The breakfast table, the food in front of me, the time and date, myself, I really had no interest in anything. This feeling, it was like a dead fog in my mind. Fog. It felt like getting dizzy after taking strong medication. I don't know what kind of strong medication he's taken. Keiichi, how are your studies going? You've gotten further than the other kids, haven't you? If you have, then you can take a few days off, alright? I didn't even feel like answering. Today was Thursday. Only 4 days had passed since the Nagashi festival. Since a short time, such a short time, and yet now things were completely different. Everything had changed. The tranquil village, bright and clear as if it were an Indian summer, had undergone a total reversal. People were made to disappear every night, and we couldn't even relax when walking out in broad daylight. The village had become a world of fear. I had no right to curse this outcome. After all, the one responsible for everything was me. That night, I couldn't resist my honestly tiny, little, and incredibly stupid curiosity and broke the taboo. This isn't somewhere we should be going, is it? Well, it's not. It's a crime to force your way into a locked building, even if you don't steal anything. Shion, now that you know they weren't having some secret rendezvous, you've had enough, right? I don't want to do something like this. What if Riki-chan's dance ends while we're messing around here? I prattled on as I took the lock from Tootake-san's hands and put it back on the door. I'll forget everything I saw here, so come on. Let's go. Let's go. Takano-san was fretting, but I pushed her away. Tomitake-san grinned painfully. Shion's shoulders drooped as if to call me an idiot. Even so, I didn't care. I pushed everyone farther and farther away. Riki-chan's dance was still going on. Then, at last, her dance was brought to a close with a roaring applause. I too, until my hands turned red. I clapped. And I clapped. He clapped his cheeks. Ding dong. Isn't that Reina-chan? She's here because it's your usual meetup time, isn't she? I looked up at the clock. It was 5 minutes past my time to meet with Reina. Keiichi, shouldn't you take a few days off from school? You're right. Thanks for being so considerate. How the fuck is he gonna get lured out of the house? I rose from my seat. I went to the entrance to greet Reina. Good morning. We're going to school as a group starting today, so you can't be late. Ah, that's right. If we, the ones farthest away, were to be late, the younger kids on the way there would be waiting for us. I think I'm gonna take some time off from school. Okay. Reina answered shortly, nodding. I think you should do whatever's best for you, Keiichi-kun. So you don't need to feel that you're weak or anything. Okay. Oh, and here. It's a notice they're sending around. Could you give it to your mom? I think it has a lot of important announcements in it. I took the notice. There were a lot more pages than normal. The one on top announced the disappearance of the mayor, Rika-chan, and Sadako, and that they wanted any information about them. It made my heart ache. The police are looking as best as they can, too. They'll find them for sure. Just be patient, okay? The fuck? Okay. The fucking cats are running around. Reina said, smiling in an attempt to give me courage. Rather than that, though, her smile looked like it was because she herself wanted to believe they were safe. Reina, you're not gonna question me? Nope. Reina, you know, don't you? About that night, Do you mean when you snuck into the ritual storehouse? I was speechless for a moment, but then I bit my lip, made up my mind, and nodded a little. Hey, what are you doing up here? So it's all out in the open. Really, I shouldn't do bad things like that. Mi-chan was really mad, so she was upset. I suppose she would have been. I don't think she was as angry about you sneaking in there, though, as much as about you hiding it from her. Maybe, Kei-chan, maybe you should have told her yourself and apologized. I should have told her myself and apologized. That troubled me. Just 1 week ago, I did something that I myself should have apologized to Mion for. I'd hurt her badly. However, I hadn't realized that at all. Plus, with all the confusion that Shion's appearance had brought, I still hadn't been able to talk to Mion about it. Why are you wanting to run across the desk? Stop. Stop. Go. Reina, you're right. I never realize anything until you tell me. Keiichi-kun, hypothetically, if you had admitted you'd done something wrong right away and apologized to Mi-chan, I wonder if Rika-chan and Sadako wouldn't have had to disappear. Damn. Shit. I think he's wondering that too, but okay. What the fuck, dude? Okay, it wasn't Buddha that time, it was Goliath, who looks similar. Okay, guys. We got a new hoodie and leggings, and I got these t-shirts from Umai, U-M-A-I. Really nice anime girl t-shirts. Everyone needs a t-shirt with an anime girl on it. This one says Cerberus. It's a 3-headed dog girl. I'm thinking about making a video where it's like, what kind of furry am I? As someone who is not really a furry, but like, I don't mind it, you know? Furries aren't hurting anybody. I couldn't answer right away. I couldn't admit to that. Wasn't Reina telling me something right now, though? that I should have admitted my crime sooner. Okay. I got a Swiffer, and it came with like a box around the Swiffer part to like hold the cleaner, and now Goliath's like making a bed in it. If I had done that and apologized, would things not have gone in such a horrible direction? Like, whether or not you believe in the curse or someone doing something, like, they're heavily implying that, like, if it's not a curse, then who would be to blame for it? Mion's the one who's mad at Keiichi, so... And also, in the previous tip, they're gonna use Keiichi as bait to go over to Mion's house, because the Sonozaki family is looking real suspicious, and or like they're a target if things are going the way they're going. Reina's eyes were filled with kindness, but they weren't naive enough to forgive me for keeping silent, and they stared fixedly into my own. Yeah, you're right. If I had admitted to my crime sooner, then Rika-chan and Sadako wouldn't have had to die or disappear. Oh my god, my face is so itchy. Smack. The palm of Reina's hand slapped me in the cheek. I stood there unmoving. My head still tilted in the direction I'd been hit. It didn't hurt at all. I don't think that anyone has scolded you, Keiichi-kun, so I'll scold you in their place, okay? I pressed a hand to my cheek, now warm with embarrassment, and quietly stared down at Reina's feet. Going somewhere you're not allowed to go was a very bad thing to do. Do you understand that? Uh-huh. Answer me with a yes, Keiichi-kun. Yes. Also, what's even worse, you didn't admit to having done something so bad. You should never do anything bad in the first place, but not admitting to it or apologizing for it is much, much worse. Yes, I was wrong. For a few moments, Reina stared at me, silently and intently, as if gauging my remorse. Then finally the tension in her face softened, and she smiled. Okay then, it's about time. I should be going. Alright. Be sure to give the notice to your mom, okay? Also, warn her not to go out and pass it on after it gets dark. Not to go out to pass it on after it gets dark. I bent down to pick up the notice, which I dropped when she slapped me. The pages had come out of the clasp and were now making a mess on the floor. I gathered them up one by one. My hand stopped at a single, more light-hearted page with peaceful sentences dancing on it. We still have plenty of homemade soy sauce in stock. Feel free to come to the Sonozaki house if you want some. What is this? I picked up the page and scanned the rest of it. They were stockpiling high-quality soy sauce they got from faraway relatives in the Akita prefecture. They had gotten a big shipment recently. They couldn't use it all, so they wanted anyone who wanted some of it to feel free to come over, is what it said. As a P.S., it said it arrived in barrels, and to please bring a 2-liter bottle or other container for it. That's how it tied together. If you need some soy sauce, then you would go to the Sonozaki house. Reina, did you know all along? Yeah, I knew. Reina had already been suspicious of Mion, as soon as she noticed that the big bottle of soy sauce was missing. Rika-chan had taken the bottle and gone to Mion's house, and there, she was erased. Rika-chan wasn't coming back, so Sadako called Mion's house, since she knew where she had gone, and then Sadako got called there as well. That meeting on the day the mayor disappeared, didn't Oishi-san say that the 3 families participated in it? The 3 families would include the Sonozaki family. Didn't he also say that the current leader was really old, so her heir, Mion, frequently stood in for her at public appearances? While the mayor was returning from the shrine, Mion called out and stopped him. She talked to him and invited him to their house, and Then she made him disappear. So was Mion dressed as Shion, and that's where the story of like, oh, I talked to the mayor before he disappeared. It was probably even simpler to make Shion disappear. Shion was part of the Sonozaki family. They probably knew exactly what she was doing at all times. I'm sure they even knew her part-time job schedule too. Thinking back, wasn't that Angel Moore store managed by the Sonozaki family? Setting up an ambush for her there wouldn't have been any trouble at all. I'm going to Mion. I'll go apologize. I'm going to have her put an end to everything. Mion probably won't forgive me easily, but I'll go and ask her not to sacrifice anyone else. With that decided, there was no need for me to be lazing around here. I put on my shoes and slipped past Reina to exit my house, when she stopped me. I'm going too. Reina, shouldn't you go to school? This is way more important than school. This is like a fucking 80s like nostalgia movie, like Rising Up. I recently watched, what is it called? I think it's called Explorers or something. It's like a 80s movie. Takes place very like it was filmed very near where I grew up. Basically just they build a rocket ship to go to space. They meet aliens. They come back down. They're just like, well, the aliens are obsessed with humans, so there's not really much we can go to them for, so why don't we just, like, bask in our humanness, essentially. Like, them going to see aliens was really anticlimactic, basically. Reina, you shouldn't come. If you get wrapped up in this too, then I think I might actually go crazy. Reina didn't move her arm, which was blocking my way. If Keiichi-kun disappeared as well, then I think I might actually go crazy too. So I won't let you go alone. Reina argued boldly as tears welled up in her eyes. I saw them, and I knew the strength of her resolve. Alright, let's go. Thank you, Reina. Reina nodded slightly, but firmly, and finally let down the arm blocking me. Let's go to Mion's house. I'll apologize for the crimes I've committed. Then we'll put an end to these twisted days. After that, I'll pray that once more we can return to those fun, lively days. With Reina following me, I left the house. In front of the house, there was a car waiting. It was Oishi-san. Hey, good morning, Maebara-san. To you too, Ryugo-san. Together so early in the morning, you make me jealous. What a truly praiseworthy man he was if he had been lying in wait so early in the morning just to pressure me into talking. On this morning, though, maybe this was actually a good opportunity. You're from the police. Oh, have I not introduced myself to you, Ryugo-san? Please excuse my rudeness. My name is Oishi from the Okonomiya Police Department. Pleased to meet you. Are we telling Oishi-san? Yeah. I think my palm is enough punishment for your crime, Keiichi-kun, but we should leave Michan's to these people. Pain and sadness. I looked down as those emotions built up in my heart. We have something to tell you, Oishi-san. Well now, what about? Should we stand here and talk, or go inside the car? In the car, please. I only continued to look down weakly. All I could do was be thankful for how dependable Reina was. At Reina's urging, I revealed everything to Oishi-san, the latter while making sure to throw in murmurs that he was paying attention every now and then. Took notes. We continued that way for a while. How do you feel? Don't you feel a lot better now that you've told me? Oishi-san asked this while scratching his head with his ballpoint pen. Of course I don't feel better. The price that had been paid up until now for me not owning up to my crimes had been so immense. But as long as that payment wasn't returned, the load on my chest could never be removed. His radio started to emit static. Bzz, bzz, this is Kumatani. Oishi-san, over. Yes, hello. This is Oishi. We got news a few minutes ago that she's been absent from school. No movement at the Sonozaki house. Our target is still on the premises. Yes, good. Keep a close watch out. Roger that. Cars 3 and 7 just arrived for support and we returned to base. Also, I think the division chief is looking for you, Oishi-san. He keeps annoying me too, even though I keep telling him I'm trying to get in touch with you. What should I do? If you're hard-pressed for an answer, tell him you're actually under orders not to wake me from my morning nap. Got it. The radio grew silent. Sorry about that. It was about work. He just said there was no movement at the Sonozaki house, didn't he? Oh my, did it sound like that to you? This won't do. Please, keep that a secret, alright? I don't have permission from the division chief to be making private inquiries like this. Oishi-san had suspected me on for a long time. Nor for questioning witnesses or for searching houses. We don't have permission for anything, really. The Sonozaki house's defenses said to protect the family members are also in full working condition. Without a warrant, we can't do anything about anything. Unless the crime happens right in front of us. Damn, I think I'm gonna have to run. Well, okay. This is a good place to stop. For now. Okay. Well, shit. We just got started, but it's okay. I will be back shortly. I'm obviously going to keep it the same episode